One pocket which seems to be garnering a lot of interest has been the gold financing space. Manappuram Finance has found an investor in IFC, which will invest 540 crore rupees via debt investments. A large chunk of this money is expected to go into a relatively new area for Manappuram, like microfinance and retail loans. So why the gold mortgage lender looking to expand its presence in these spaces? Let's ask the MD and CEO, Mr. VP Nandakumar. He's joining us on the show right now. Mr. Nandakumar, thanks very much for taking out the time. A good enough funding, 540 odd crores, newer avenues for you. What is the growth potential? What are you going to look at using these funds, and how much of a return are you expecting from it?
IFC, they want to lend us in flood-affected areas, also for financial inclusion areas, etc., like where the banks have not reached. Those sort of details are required for them. So in Kerala and Tamil Nadu, where in Kerala the flood-affected areas, similarly in Tamil Nadu, cyclone-affected areas, and also in places like Gujarat, there are some places where banking is very much far away. So these data are required by them, so we can do that and we can lend to in these areas. So this is intended not only for gold loan, in other areas also, like in commercial, small commercial vehicles, how to create self-employment, etc., etc. But this is only to Manappuram Finance, not to its subsidiaries.
Okay. All right. So what does this money bring to the table for Manappuram Finance right now? I mean, in terms of the overall liquidity position that you are in.
One advantage, yes, on the liability side, we have the comfort that multilateral lenders are also joining in the lending. So the major multilateral lenders like IFC, CDC, and ADB. Their diligence is a very detailed one. The diligence has been going on for the past 1 year. So the several rounds of discussion. They went to the market, went to all the stakeholders to understand our plans, etc., etc., etc. The capacity to reach to this level. So after one lender, the other multilateral lenders reaching out to other multilateral lenders would be easy. For Manappuram, the advantage is they are very long-term lenders, and also looking at equity stake at a much later stage, etc. So that's the comfort. When a multilateral lender is providing the liability, that enhances the confidence in the market.
Okay. So when we spoke, I think a few months ago, you spoke about the growth of the gold business, I think closer to 15%. Is that something that you're still going with?
Our growth expectation is this year is not 15%. It will be down to around 10-12%. So this year the growth, the third quarter was not good. The fourth quarter it is slowly picking up. So we don't expect that 15% for growth for gold loan this year. But fourth quarter consolidated growth, we expect that to grow to by around 5%.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So just the fact that gold prices now are trading, have been going up since the last 8 to 9 months continuously, and if there is a risk of a downturn that comes about, a turn in the prices, what kind of risk would that bear down for you and the loans that you've already given out?
So the gold prices were going up. Now during the past 2 weeks, the gold prices are coming down. First of all, we are taking the trailing average during the last 1 month. This is on a continual daily basis. These changes are made. This is our valuation of gold. The national gold price, which is published by the association. That is the price. Then that also the preceding 1 month trailing average. Then that is the average price. Then on the basis of that, our LTV is capped at 75%. Then again, for us, our the duration of the loan is a 3 month period. So every 3 months to 6 months period, this loan shall be reset. So the risk on account of the price fall is very low. When we calculate the price of the gold, first of all, we lend only against the family jewelry. For buying jewelry, other components are also there, like making charge, then taxes, etc., etc. So when it is an ornament, the real LTV to the consumer is much less, because we take into account of the only metal price. So these are 5 or 6% of the price reduction from the current level. Also, it may not we may not end up in realizing our dues.
Okay. All right, got that. So, your other allied businesses, aside from gold, which is your core lending, what is the growth potential there? I mean, they're contributing about 30% right now, but is there an outlook where you're looking to increase contribution from these various segments?
I think that segment is growing faster. Microfinance business, currently it is around 3,600 crores and expected to grow to 3,750 crores towards the end of this fiscal. The other businesses are also growing fast. The commercial vehicle finance may cross the 1,100 crores. Home finance also is growing. The other businesses are also expected to grow. It may grow to hopefully towards the end of this fiscal. The other business may grow to around 32%, and the gold business may come down by 68%, because the gold our expectation is to grow by 10% only this year.
Okay. So last time we spoke, you said the cost of lending would most likely go up by about 15 basis points. Has that translated? And is it looking like it could move up?
No, now it should come down. It has gone up actually. It has gone up by 80 bips. So now onwards it should come down, because now there is a regulatory harmonization. Because of the regulatory harmonization, the loan companies will get the benefit which asset finance companies were getting. In the case of asset finance companies, for their lenders, the risk weight to their lender was based on external credit rating. Now that benefit will come to these loan companies also. So that benefit will come to our companies like microfinance companies, microfinance company, as well as gold loan company. Our company being a AA rated company with a new harmonization of regulation, the risk weight to our lenders will come down from 100 to 30%. But not only that, the repo rate also is down by 25 bips. So that benefit also will come into play. Not only that, because many of the banks in the public sector, they are fund starved. Their ability to lend more money also will go up. With all these facilities, I think we expect the cost increase for our funding, which is around 80 bips, may come down by 50-60 bips. That's our expectation.
Okay, got that, sir. Thank you so very much for joining in this morning and highlighting for us what have been business moving, the impact for you over the last 1 quarter or so and the business prospects going forward. That's the management in Manappuram Finance. Gold prices have been going up, but off late you've seen some amount of correction coming back in. With that, it's a wrap on today's edition of Indian Open. Thanks a lot for watching. Coming up next is the F&O show.